guys doing?
Good.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Welcome.
Appreciate it.
And Maxi, just to kick things off, what's kind of the latest with the injury and the rehabilitation?
The latest is I had surgery. I'm going to be reevaluated in 8 weeks, and then we go from there.
How can you take us through this moment from kind of first getting the news, processing it, that you're in the trade with Luka, and then what can you share about kind of the player that Luka is?
Yeah, so it's been obviously a crazy couple of days. I was already asleep like Luka because I came back from New York from surgery. And then I woke up at like 12:30, saw my phone, and it was blown up, and I missed all the calls. So I waited until next day to reach out to everybody. Obviously, it's probably one of the biggest trades in history. But from being teammates with Luka, I've been teammates with him for like 7.5 years. He's been growing over the time. He's become a better leader. He's become an incredible player, as everybody knows. So watching all this process of him growing as a player was very special for me because I saw him even as a young kid in Madrid. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun here with him. So we're all very excited.
Was there a shock level for you?
Find out he was been traded along with you.
Yeah, I think I would lie if I would say there was no shock level. Obviously the caliber and talent that Luka is, I don't think you expect that type of player to be traded. But we heard the story now on how it happened and why it happened and all this stuff. But me personally, I would say it was overwhelming. Also, I was included. It's the first time I was traded, so there was a lot of information and a lot going on.
Rob Pelinka opened up his press conference today speaking about the international appeal of Luka and kind of how him plus the Lakers can reach fans around the globe. And you coming from Germany, just how much do you see this opportunity being? You guys could be the international team even more so than the Lakers already would.
Yeah, it's a lot of potential. Like I said, obviously Luka himself is a big brand. The Lakers is like one of the biggest brands in the world. So I think you already reach globally very far, but obviously with something, a blockbuster happening like this, it creates even more the opportunity to reach globally people, fans, like the fan base that Luka has, the fan base overall that's grown in Europe and worldwide, and matching that with the Lakers, I think is a really big opportunity to grow even bigger.
You've seen how JJ and Luka have interacted. What do you think he can do for Luka as a player now that he's a coach?
So yeah, JJ came to Dallas. I was his teammate as well, and he was a great guy, and you could already tell back then that he has a very high basketball IQ. The way he presented himself, the way he talked, and even his podcast showed very, very fast his intelligence, especially when it comes to basketball. So he's going to be very helpful because he understands the dynamics. He understands what Luka needs. He understands what everybody on the team needs, and that will help to create the best opportunities for him. And overall, the relationship that we had back then was with him very friendly and very good. He's a very honest, upfront person, and I think that's exactly what players want, especially guys like Luka. He appreciates it. So I think their connection will be really good, and they have a good chance to grow again.
Markieff used the word disrespect to describe the trade in terms of Luka. We've all heard the things that people have been saying about Luka over the last couple of days. Just knowing him personally, how do you think that's going to fuel him?
How it's going to feel to him?
Or fuel him?
Fuel him?
Fuel him.
Fuel him. To be honest, I think that's a question for him at the end of the day. I know Luka is a very competitive guy, and he wants to win no matter what. And obviously, the situation is whatever it is. We all understand it's part of the business, so you can argue about disrespect or not. But at the end of the day, you got to accept that it's a business and do what you have to do. It's still your job. But I know that Luka is a very, very kind person. Obviously, he took it to heart, and we all saw that, and he said it himself. But he's also going to use it, obviously. Generally speaking, I don't know if a guy like Luka needs extra motivation because I've seen him work out and I've seen him work and how competitive he is over the years. So I think he was that type of person already before. But if you want to add some to it, he will be competitive for sure.
Have you even started thinking about what it would be like to be on the court at the same time as LeBron and Luka?
Me?
Yeah.
I have, but I have also not.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with the injury right now, so I'm trying to focus on the rehab and get back as fast as possible. But hopefully it's going to happen soon. Yeah.
Maxi, Luka's obviously a generational player. What did you see in his leadership in Dallas?
You know, I think he leads by the way he plays, how competitive he is. I'm pretty sure you follow this too, but you know, he had minor things going on. He was never one to back out. He always played through stuff. He doesn't really want to step back ever. You know, that's how much he loves the game of basketball. So seeing this every day, you're just inspired because he's also playing very heavy minutes. So as a teammate, you know, you want to make sure you do your best yourself to be out there and support him during times like that.
Actually, there's been a lot of negative things said about Luka over the last couple of days. I'm curious what your reaction is.
Say again, sorry.
There's been a lot of negative things said about
Uh-huh.
Luka the last couple of days. Just what have your reactions been to what has been said about him?
I mean, I know Luka, so I know it's true or not. And if you get to know him, and you guys will, you see how great of a person he is and how serious he takes his job and everything he does. So with stuff like that in attention, I think there's always positive and negative news that come out. But, you know, he's a very good person. He's a very hard worker. He's a very great teammate. He's, like I said, been growing over the years. He's always pushed his teammates to become better. So I have nothing but positive things to say about him. So, but yeah, you know, I can't say it really here in front of you guys, but media is media, so stuff just happens and people want to talk. But from my side, I can only say that he's a really good person.
What was that Mavs group chat like that night of the trade? I mean, I know you were asleep, but that morning, what was that group chat like with the team themselves?
Well, the group chat it's not really like, it's harder to explain, but at the end of the day, what happened is the trade happened, and then Luka texted and said, "Thank you, everybody." That's kind of what it left off because the group chat was more so used for information and not for like texting back and forth.
Thanks, Max.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mark.